Hey, Rebels. Okay, so excuse my voice. Been doing a lot of loud singing. So at the bottom of the deck we had intuitive calf, and now we have message. So let's go ahead and do a pyramid and see what this message is about. Ice Queen, bondage. Okay, imprisonment. See where this is going. Awakening. Two more. Abandonment. Okay. And priestess. Okay, so, and at the bottom we have rising star. This goes into a dream that I just had last night. All right, so someone wants to, what do they call it? They want to swamp with you. Someone is imprisoned, and someone may actually be in prison. All right, they are going every which way that they can to get a message to you, and it's more so through energy, not necessarily through other people. They're coming to an understanding of why it is that you've abandoned their situation, yet they're still not getting it. For whatever reason, they still are not seeming to get it. Now, you have been holding down the fort, staying strong in this Ice Queen energy. They realize it, they understand it. The issue is that they can't seem to accept it, all right? Um, So with the rising star energy here, as we've spoken before, they want to switch with you the mindsets, the understanding of. And it's not that they want to understand. They want you to understand why it is that you should just give them forgiveness, why it is that you should just give them grace. Now, I'm feeling that you have given them grace for a long ass time, that you do understand what they're going through, but they've also signed up for something that you made very clear that you are not willing to partake in. Spirit said, let's do another go around. Can we do a right and a left? All right, so over here, working hard and divine masculine, and off to the other side, healer and self-love. And let's get a third leg for them both. All right. So third leg, the inconvenience of it all. Okay. And at the bottom, evil eye and peeking out, we have lust. So working on balancing yourself, focusing on your sanity, ridding of your concerns. There is an attack, an energetic attack that is happening and coming in your direction due to how others seeing how you have transitioned your focus, your time. They're not being really direct with you about the fact that they're even concerned at all. They're not being direct with you because they're not sure what it is about you that has changed. What has changed is the way that you see family, the way that you see loving yourself, the way that you have removed yourself from dealing. We also have third party snitch. The way that you have removed yourself from feeling obligated to give other people a certain level of treatment, even when it steps on your own toes, even when it doesn't seem to be set up as if it's going to defeat you. I'm feeling this moment that you're recalling of the times where you will be so heavily invested in assisting others. Sharing is caring, right? But you will find yourself so deep into it before you realized how much trouble you will actually find yourself in, how entangled you were in, the situation, how too far invested you were in, to the extent that others did feel that you were truly obligated to continue on because you came that far. Why stop now? Confirmation. So you've learned to keep certain things to yourself. You're even in this moment learning who not to share information with. Because here with this third party, and which is still in my hand, also here with the family, you self-healing. You're healing yourself from your family. And for very few of you, you're healing your family. Right? So it's like you're at the opposite end of the spectrum of what it is that you've known yourself to be. But you're healing yourself from your family dynamic of you tell this person because you get along with this person, that person, get along with that person, but you don't get along with that person. Or should I say that person doesn't get along with you. And somehow it gets back to the other person who you have nothing at all to do with. And that person run and tell all to others who have no immediate contact with you. So again, we get another go around. This in the middle. The rising star all over again. Okay, we're going to take you and put you over here. And we're going to set you right there. And in the middle, we have Thief and Community. The top card, Karmic Female. Well, Karmic Femme. You have retired yourself. And if you haven't completely, there's still residue of it. You are retiring yourself from the childlike behaviors of the chain gang, of playing telephone. There's this energy of if anyone wants to know anything from you, about you, in regards to you, they need to come to you. But their approach of how they pick and pry at you, trying to pull for certain information, it rings as obvious. So I'm being told that you're finding out who your true oppositions are. And they may have been people who not that you never thought it would have been, but that you needed to see a pattern. You gave them a couple of several tries, not really wanting it to be them. And they are so committed due to how you were in the past to be this way with you now, holding you liable for things that were said, done, and that you knew not how to change back then. But also that you changed of yourself now. Spirit says split deck. Where are we splitting the deck to? And there's that lust. And also legal. Yeah, they feel that you're legally obligated to continue to take care of things or be in performance the way that they used to remember you. Now, is this in regards to how you once behave, or is this in regards to how you used to react? Let's go here. Nope, Spirit said here. Spirit, what is this about? What is the behavior stemming from? Okay, obviously something they felt was alien. Oh, okay, you were misunderstood within your uniqueness. Spicing things up. This back card. Okay. Rebound. Third eye. Let's get another one over here. Soulmate. And here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have tradition. So there's definitely a chain gang energy here, and it's thick on family and the way things used to be. That whether you see yourself as the black sheep, the cast, the one that's casted out, there's a role that you were meant to play, and that they felt that you were supposed to continue to play. The fact that whenever they came back to you, regardless of whatever happened before, you were supposed to show forgiveness here with this soulmate energy, clarifying a rebound. You were expected to just deal with their shit, no matter how bipolar their energy and their attitude is to be towards you. You were supposed to just take it. So it's like it's alien to them. It's different for them, and it's unexpected for them for you to have changed things up and you to come across as so resistant, so vengeful. You marking your territory of yourself and saying, you know what, I belong to me. And if I'm not happy with the way things are going, I will fucking get rid of you. They expected for you to continue to be toxic and stay within unhealthy coping styles and obsessively needing for them, reaching for them to explain why this, why that, and give you clarity and never closure. With tradition at the bottom, this is how they take from your energy. This is how they remove you from being grounded within yourself and in regards to yourself, being capable for yourself. There's specific roles, and death at the bottom. There are specific roles that you just were supposed to have no say so about changing. Let's split this deck right here. Divine forgiveness. So Spirit is asking that you do find a forgiveness in your heart. All the while, by if you have to deal with these people, learn to deal with them by safeguarding yourself, protecting yourself. Watch your words. Watch the energy that you share. And yes, it is such a shame that when you go around certain people, you do tend to have to dull yourself down and back from exposing yourself to them, because they could smell it on you. And they're very tactical in how it is that they choose to go about getting this information, not directly from you, but having the community support of dropping seeds in other people's ears to get the information from them, to get the information from you, to heighten others' curiosity of, you know what, I never thought that I wanted to know, but now that you say something, let me go check that out. So as we said, death at the bottom. You're being picked at, you're being pried from confirmation. And Spirit is removing you from these energies, but you have to allow it to happen. What you knew of them once before still exists, but it's a whole nother level that they're about to be coming at you from. They didn't have to show that you weren't liked, that you weren't appreciated, that you weren't accepted, because you made it so easy for them. Now they gotta turn that temperature up, and they finna come at you hard. They are finna come at you hard. Let's see what this tarot has to say. King of Pentacles. We're gonna go to in the Tower. Right here. And the Knight of Cups. All right. So what's caused this is you being so wise about where you need to lay your investments is going to cause this major tower. and you gotta be very smooth with it. Not so strong and emotional in the space of the king and the queen of cups, but more so just a little naive presenting, right? Let's see, okay, because we're looking over here, because they're coming for you. It's an attack of many, and you have to prepare yourself. And it's unfortunate because when it comes down to family or those who you believe to be able to trust your everything with, you never thought that you would have to go as hard as you are about to and as laid back as you are gonna have to free yourself from. And it's not even the fact that the seasons are changing, honey. We go through 4 seasons a year. Pay attention to how they have treated others when they did not get their way from them. Because the fact that you're family, the fact that you are a close tie to them, honey, they feel like you know what's gonna happen to you if they don't get their way. So get yourself in preparation. Get yourself prepared. And there it is with the seven of swords. I heard 7 of cords. So maybe you have seven specific cords that you need to cut. Or maybe there are 7 specific people between you and someone who you trust, and that someone who you trust don't know, like they know enough that they shouldn't be sharing, but they feel that what they're sharing isn't so bad because they're not having to deal with the backlash of how it comes back around to you and how it affects you. Honey, you're gonna have to cut that stream. And it's not even, I don't feel that it's the stream of income, though it could be. But the stream of communication, all right? This King of Cups this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is looking back very stern at what it is that he had to go through to get to where it is that he's made it to now. To be to make wise investments in yourself, you have to look at the mistakes that you made. You have to look at the people that you trusted that can no longer be trusted. So I don't know if you're taking something out of your vote or if you're putting something in, but be sure that you're the only one who has the combinations. Okay? Now at the bottom, because you're protecting your world. You are protecting every single, and then with the 2 of Cups, honey, there is so much that you have invested within yourself to make these changes and these transitions that are about to make people so uncomfortable. Now I don't know if it seems like you may be putting plenty of people on block, deleting some old contacts that are no longer relevant to pop up and say, hey, how you doing? I even say take it a step further. Clear out the call log, clear out the text messages. If you need to go through the text, the threads, and pull out the important information that you may need, do that. But before you block their number, if that's what you're doing, make sure you go through the archives of information to pull what it is that you need. I don't know if it's going to be something that could be weaponized against them or not, but make sure that you do that. And before you delete the name, block the number, then delete the name. Okay? I don't know if there will be any emergencies or why you would need to be able to continue to communicate, but this is to each their own. Use your own discernment. But you have so much on the line. You got so much on the line. And at the bottom it says, you will not let fear stop you this time. You won't. You won't. This tower here, it's like, I feel like this, most towers you see 2 people falling. There's not a person falling from this tower. This is like you are tearing down a business and starting all over. And you're not starting all over from scratch because you've been building behind the scenes. Split the deck. It says your sensuality is beautiful. Honey, you will be admired for the way that you go about this situation. But you also will be hated. Not hated on, but hated. Oh, confirmation. Hated for several different reasons. Because you're, what they say, fucking up the church's money. So those who have faith of you continuing on being the way that you have been, whenever you play house or whenever you play a game, you're always positioned in that role. You want to move around. You want to do other things. But staying in this situation, staying in these relations defeats your purpose of being able to split in the deck. And it's this desire for knowledge. You want to participate in other ways. And it's not that they won't let you. They won't let you with them. So you are going to take yourself someplace else where you are appreciated in your totality. In your totality. Rebels, I love you dearly. Let's say, what do we have here? It says ease. Now anticipate a smoother journey ahead as past obstacles, totality, and barriers are being lifted away. Believe that your path forward is in harmony with positive energy and boundless opportunities. Let's get you a number and get you out of here. 1011. Take action. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Honey, hope, new beginnings, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spirituality, awakenings. Let's go ahead and get you one of these. I'm always, honey, you are dumping out that cup that you no longer wanted. You're done with them. You're done with it. Say, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to let that water out, those emotions out of that cup to nurture the ground that I walk on to remind me of everything that I've been through. You finally made a decision. And your decision is to stop being so blocked off. Because remember, in the original rendition of this card, he usually has his arms folded and crossed, and that's a block that's preventing something from coming in. All right, the cloud seems to be floating away because a choice has been made. Right, there's no more presenting. This cloud is going back to let spirit know what the overall decision is. And many streams are coming from it. And we get one more because I see how this is. With temperance. So that decision that you made, that cup is streaming now. And in the spirit world, it's being shown to be temperance. You got everything that you need. But let's pull from right here. And then we got the word. The word wants to be written. The word wants to be written. Your story is changing. And it says diving for light. One more slid over and wants to be seen. Can we have you? Can we get you? And it says going beyond the norm. So Rebels, as always, I love you dearly. I love you dearly. But go make your life do what it needs to do for you. Go Rebels.